Hello and namaskar viewers, I am Sanjeev Pandya welcoming you to the show The Business Talk with AJ right here on ITV Gold. This is the weekly show. In this show we talk about business stories happening in the US and all over the world, so that way you know what's happening in the world of business. And as you know, Mr. AJ Kumar, CPA and MBA with Science CPA Services, having multiple locations right here in state of New Jersey. They're a full-fledged accounting firm, been in the business for almost 30 years, and they can help you with personal accounting and corporate accounting, or even if you want to start a business, any accounting related matter, Science CPA Services can certainly help you out. They can be reached at 908-380-6876. Mr. AJ Kumar joins us in this show to talk about a business angle, because he being an MBA, he knows more about business and he shed some light on the business stories. AJ, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sanjeevji. As you rightly said, in this show, the intent is not just to read the business news. Our plan, our intent is to bring the news that you can use. We analyze the news for you to make sure you understand how to use this news for you, for your small business. And we look forward to bring more news every week to you.
Absolutely. Let's hope. And in today's episode, I'm sure that you will find something very, very useful, and you're going to make a note of it. I'm letting you know that make a note of it, and hopefully that will make a difference to you. In this week's show, we are joined by a person who is an entrepreneur, all in all, complete businesses. They're part of a wholesale grocery business, retail grocery stores, and now they're also part of gold and the jewelry stores. You may have seen their stores, NY Diamond and Jewelry, right here in New York and New Jersey. I'd like to welcome Miss Sushma Patel to our show. Sushma ji, welcome to the show.
Welcome. How are you?
Very good. How do you make switch from grocery stores to gold and jewelry?
So I love jewelry.
Ah.
So that's my passion. And that's my dream. I plan my retirement actually. And it's good investment.
Okay.
In jewelry.
Absolutely. It's an alternative investment. Invest into gold and that becomes part of your retirement plan. I mean, you cannot be counting on the Social Security anymore.
Right.
So if you have enough gold saved for your future life, that can be part of your retirement plan. So good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you concerned about the competition, since there are so many gold stores here?
So I don't count anybody as a competition.
But you have unique brand that you
Yeah,
believe in.
we have our own. Yeah.
All right, good. It's good to have you in the show, and viewers will find out more about gold from her. Not only gold prices, but how good is to invest in the gold, and she's going to have a different angle about the gold. But AJ, let's start our show.
Absolutely.
What's happening in the world of business? I know you're very anxious to start this story, China and the COVID.
Absolutely. So it's a new thing. World thought the COVID is over, but China stocks are down, the lowest in last 4 weeks because of the increase in the COVID situation in China. So if you are one of them who are blaming China for spreading COVID, now they are the ones who are suffering.
They're actually having a really COVID issue towards the end of the COVID period.
Absolutely, they were.
In the beginning, it was only one region. Now it's like one after another region.
Absolutely, you are 100% right, and that's showing up in their stock market.
Absolutely, yes. All right, so that's a one story. Next one is a consumer spending power. That we always like to let our viewers know that what's going to be the forecast, because the retail season is going to be starting very soon. We're in September now. In about a month or so, all the festivals just around the corner.
You are 100%
From not only Indian festival, but American festival also.
Absolutely, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, Diwali, everything is coming. And that's the time when the retail industry does very well, historically. Now, the US government is forecasting the recession is not going to hit. The US government is forecasting the spending is going to increase compared to last year, which is a good sign. It means hopefully the economy will come out of the dump that we are in.
Okay.
Federal government is still thinking about increasing the interest rate, but based on the increased spending, they are hoping it's not going to push market into depression or recession for the time being. So US government, Treasury is expecting to increase the rate towards the end of September by at least 0.5%, if not 0.75%. But the hope is, the plan is going to curb the inflation and increase the spending power at the same time due to the holiday season. So the first quarter of 2023 should be hopefully the end of this down cycle that we are having.
Let's hope, keeping our fingers crossed.
Absolutely.
In relation to that story, I want to jump and talk about this story.
Please.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yes.
They just announced a major layoff, and I believe they're going to be closing down about 150 stores.
That's true. It's unfortunate. But everything is related. Even though it seems like Bed Bath & Beyond is closing 150 stores, they are laying off 20% of their workforce. But I relate this story with GM. The theory with the GM stores is, GM, the car manufacturer, the auto manufacturer is, they get rid of 10% of their workforce every year. They will hire 10% more and they will let go the lowest performing 10%. So even if you read through the Bed Bath & Beyond story, they're only letting go their lowest performing store. So even though from an economic news perspective, it sounds bad, hey, they are laying off, they are closing 150 stores, but this could be a business strategy for them to open new stores at the locations where the stores are expected to do well, and every so often, every 2 years, every 3 years, a lot of these retailers look at their stores and see what needs to be closed and what needs to be re-strategized.
Okay, they're going to be really looking into it. And just want to add one thing, Bed Bath & Beyond is based right here in state of New Jersey.
Absolutely.
So there is a future of Bed Bath & beyond this layoff.
That's the good one.
Okay, so let's see what happens. All right, now what's the beyond? COVID money, a lot of people, got in so much money from left and right.
Absolutely.
And AJ knows about it also, that how many people got so much money. Now, these agents, they were out there and they found $286 million or something.
That's amazing. See,
How
it's
did that
unfortunate.
happen?
It's unfortunate, it's sad to a point. A lot of legitimate businesses could not get the money just because a lot of people got the money fraudulently. They created the false statement. They created the false tax return. Government was not checking, especially the first EIDA loan that was 150,000, if you remember. Then the second one was $500,000 and the third one was 2 million. So during this cycle, for the first and the second loan, Sanjeevji, there was no scrutiny. There was no checking.
Correct.
You give the tax return, we'll give you the money. You give the tax return. A lot of people edited their tax return in the PDF writer. They got a lot of money. Now the government, it all comes to an end. It's a circle.
You can't be that stupid when you're
Eventually,
getting money,
the government
right?
will catch up to you.
Exactly.
Now the government has done the research, has done the findings. It took them 12 months to do this finding, but they have recovered $286 million. And look at the consequences to this business, to these people who signed these loans and did the personal guarantee. Now, it's going to be a long cycle, but you don't want to be on the wrong side of the government. To our viewers, our advice is stay on the right side. Don't go there. It's not worth it.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the next story, gas prices. Gas
Absolutely.
prices had been in the news last 3 months, and we all had a hole in our wallet, in our
Absolutely.
pocket, whenever we went to the gas station to fill up the gas. Now, gas prices have been coming down.
Thank God.
And it's good to see,
Absolutely. And I hope it could have been sooner. And I hope it continues this way. But the gas prices have been going up, and it typically happens every summer. See, more people drive
Memorial
during
Day
summer.
weekend, before Memorial Day weekend, till
That's
Labor
how
Day
it is.
weekend.
That's how it typically happens. If you look at the historical year after year, in summer you will see the gas prices going up. But this year was strange. This year we saw the gas prices going up more than $5 a gallon. But thank God they have started to come down.
$5 a gallon? I don't know where you live and where you shop. I had seen more than $5.
Well, absolutely. So
$5 was the regular, and the ultimate and super. They
Yes,
were about
absolutely.
$5.5, $6 and
Yes,
everything.
absolutely. And it has never happened that
Do
high.
CPS get discount? at the
Yes,
gas stations?
absolutely. CPS get discount at Costco.
Okay.
But nonetheless, the good news is the gas prices are coming down.
Yes.
Hopefully, they will continue to go down, and the travel will stop after the Labor weekend. Travel will go down. So that will help the gas price also because the demand will go down.
Now, it's all related to inflation. And there
Absolutely.
is always a talk about inflation. Obviously, inflation is up there, and that's why Fed is trying to do their best to control the interest rate, but they have to increase it. They have to increase it.
Right.
Recession, we talked about last week. There may be a short recession, hopefully, and then it will be out. Now, inflation and Fed Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's comment on it.
Well, Mr. Powell says the pain is still going to be there. What he means is the rates are still going to go up. So your lending will be more expensive. Mortgage rates, the new mortgage rates are going to be a little bit higher than what they used to be. So Mr. Powell is implying the pain is going to continue for some more time, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. So the interest rates are going to go up one more time in September, and then they will stay up. They're not going down immediately. So the intent over there is the message Mr. Powell is bringing. So even if we stop increasing the rate, the rates are still going to remain high.
Rates are going to remain there. Listen, this may be the last rate increase for the
Absolutely.
year 2022.
That's what we are hoping for.
Because Fed is not going to take chance to raise interest rate in November, December. So this is the last one for the year. But yes, it will remain that way in the first quarter of 2023, and then we'll see what happens.
And that's the message over there.
Absolutely. Okay, excellent. With that note, we're going to take a break, and when we come back in the second half, we got a lot more interesting business stories for you right here in the Business Talk with AJ on ITV Gold. AJ Kumar of Science CPA Services offers a broad range of affordable tax and accounting services for individuals, businesses, and non-profit organizations. Ready to take your financial planning to the next level? AJ Kumar will help you navigate through personal and business tax filings and other tax incentives, as well as IRS audit triggers in a simple and relatable manner.
Hello, my name is AJ Kumar, CPA from Science CPA Services. We have a full service CPA accounting firm, right from business startup to bookkeeping, sales tax, payroll tax, annual tax, and wealth planning. For all your tax and accounting needs, please call. I look forward to helping you.
Welcome back to the second half of the Business Talk with AJ weekly show right here on your favorite TV channel. That's ITV Gold. I am Sanjeev Pandya, and I'm joined by Mr. AJ Kumar, and as long as we have Miss Sushma Patel, the guest, with us, and we're going to find out a lot more information from her about the gold prices. But before that, talk about Science CPA Services, because whether you have a lot of gold or less gold, you still have to go to Science CPA Services to have your taxes done, whether it's a personal taxes or corporate taxes. Reach out to them. They've got multiple locations in state of New Jersey. Zoom call, in person, over the phone, everything is possible, and their huge staff of CPAs and accountants will definitely help you out for any accounting matters. 908-380-6876 is their number. Continuing with the show, the Business Talk with AJ. You know, AJ, since last week or two, I have stopped looking into my 401k statement, and I don't look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ, S&P 500, because every time I look at it, my heart pounds. Seriously.
I hear you. See, it's not that the stock market is going down, it's been acting weird. It's very, it's fluctuating. So it's not consistent. And if you look at everything in perspective, when you hear Bed Bath & Beyond is laying off people, when you hear the US dollar prices are going up, when you hear the gold prices are going up, everything creates a situation when people are not sure what's the tomorrow going to look like.
Correct.
Fed is increasing the rate in September. This is all creating a situation with the stock market when the stocks are going down consistently. And Sushma can bring another angle to the gold, but more people want a safer investment. People are concerned about investing into the stock market currently.
Absolutely. You know, the way stock market fluctuates, like you said, I wonder if gold prices also fluctuates like that. You know, what's the current status? What's the current gold price?
So 2018, the gold price will be 1270, but right now it's almost 1800.
So 2018, it was 1200.
70, yeah, around 1300.
Okay.
But right now it's almost 1900, 1800.
In 4 years, it jumped up to 700.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it will be soon, around 2300 to 2500.
Oh, wow.
So people should invest in gold.
People should definitely
Jewelry.
invest in
But
gold.
it's a
Yes.
much safer investment.
Yeah.
If you just like the real estate.
Okay.
So gold prices are considered when the stock market is not doing well. Typically, the gold market will do better.
Yes.
Why is the gold prices going high so much?
Because of the war, Russia.
Russia war is recently. It just, we are into what, 6 months into the war, I think, 6, 8 months,
Absolutely.
whatever
I
it
think
is.
what created-
But other than that, if you're saying from 2018 till now, it has gone up tremendously, even during the COVID. The gold prices went up. Is that because of limited supply or there's a high demand?
High demand.
Gotcha.
Also limited supply. And because of this inflation and sanction in Russia, so there is not too much gold liquidation from Russia, so short supply.
Short supply.
Yes.
So you don't see in the near future gold prices will crash down to...
No,
it's
I
gonna
don't
happen.
see.
Okay. So that is different than stock
Yeah,
market.
absolutely.
Maybe
Absolutely.
one can say it's a safe investment, but don't take our word, viewers. And, we're not endorsing that. We're just talking generally that the gold prices has gone up so much in the last several years, it has a potential to go up there. You were mentioning about JP Morgan's report on gold prices.
Absolutely. JP Morgan Chase is forecasting the gold price are going to be $2,300 to $2,500 per ounce.
Per ounce.
Currently it's 1,800, 1,700 something, 1,780. So that shows an increase in next 4 months of almost 40% increase. I mean, if you take a step back during COVID time in 2019, 2020, a lot of these stocks got crashed. 50% down. And people took that money out because people were concerned, genuinely. They did not know what the stock market is going to be doing tomorrow. So they took that money out and is starting slowly investing into the gold.
I wonder if JP Morgan or the other analysts who are predicting gold prices going to go up, I wonder if they have come to know that Indian weddings have become fatter
Yes,
and
absolutely.
bigger lately a lot, hundreds of thousands of people and destination wedding and this and that, whatnot. So could that be the reason the gold price is
Absolutely.
going up?
Yes,
Absolutely,
India
yeah.
is one of the
India-
biggest consumption country for the gold.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
We have to bring in that.
Exactly.
And talk about India's economy likely to grow 7 to 7.4%.
That's actually rare.
In the fiscal year 23.
In these times, having an economy
Yeah.
like India, the big economy, growing 7 to 8% is a big deal. And I mean, I'm not a political party person. I don't really know who the political party is, but I think
Oh, you don't know what political party?
I think the current government is doing very well.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not endorsing
No.
one party, but
Listen,
I believe
doesn't matter. We're not talking about political
Absolutely.
parties, but whatever government is trying to do, government has been doing pretty good job during
I
COVID and
believe
after
so.
COVID also.
Absolutely.
But one thing I really want to make out this point is that India's GDP growth rate was 13.5%.
that's amazing.
Even International Monetary Fund, IMF, and everybody were very, very pleased to see that growth, and I hope that continues. But fiscal year 2023 looks pretty good, 7 to 7.5%, and that's just an early estimate. So that is a good sign. Now, continuing our news from India, let's talk about now business in India. People are creative, just like you, that from wholesale grocery business to retail grocery store and the gold and diamond jewelry and whatnot, right? Cricketers are finding a way to
Absolutely.
have it's I wouldn't call that it's like securing their future income, but it's something out of passion. Nowadays, cricketers are making so much money. They just got to find a way to park money. But our Virat Kohli has come up with this great idea.
Absolutely.
You want to take a lead on that?
Absolutely. So Virat Kohli is opening a restaurant, cricketer opening a restaurant in Kishore Kumar's home. I mean, Kishore Kumar has a big palace, big home.
Bungalow.
A bungalow. And they have a special place where you can have the restaurant.
It's a huge bungalow.
Huge bungalow. I mean, I have never seen it, but Virat Kohli, the cricketer, the problem is when you make a lot of money with cricket, with any sports, your lifespan for that game is very small. I mean, you cannot be playing cricket when you are 40 plus or 50 plus. So you have to find a way of investing the money that you are making into a future investment. And of course, you have to have passion for it. I mean, if you don't have passion for the business, it will never work out.
I don't know between Virat Kohli and Anushka who is the foodie, but I wish them well. This is very interesting.
Absolutely.
Kishore Kumar's son Amit Kumar has confirmed
Right.
that Virat Kohli has signed a lease for 5 years, and a major portion of bungalows, front yard, backyard, whatever you call that has been done. And somebody asked him, how did that happen? But Kishore Kumar's other son, Sumit Kumar, had met Virat Kohli, and somehow the idea came up. Now
It's a
let's
great
see,
idea. Absolutely.
is it going to be a fusion restaurant, typical Desi restaurant, or Pan-Asian
You get to
restaurant?
find out.
We really don't know. I want to add one more point. Maybe viewers may not know, and obviously, Sachin Tendulkar years ago had opened a restaurant called Okra. It was I believe it was in the Churchgate area. I visited that restaurant because I wanted to go there, and I bought 2 Sachin Tendulkar's beautiful T-shirts over there. He loves okra, and that's why he had named his restaurant Okra.
Very nice.
It was a beautiful, beautiful restaurant, and we had a meal over there. We really, really enjoyed it. But then after he sold it, and now it's shut down. But I just want to make sure. And Sachin is foodie.
Yeah.
Sachin is foodie. He loves vada pav so much and
Really?
okra. But
I did not know that.
anyway, so we wish Virat Kohli very well. Now, quickly moving on to from cricket talk to real Bollywood business talk.
Absolutely.
Bollywood makes some 700-800 movies in a year, the largest movie making industry in the world. But lately, Bollywood business has taken a nosedive. A lot of factors are affecting those movies' performance at the box office, starting with Shamshera. It was a very high-profile movie starring Sanjay Dutt and Ranbir Kapoor, bombed at the box office. Then Lal Singh Chadda, Amir Khan's movie, also bombed at the box office. Raksha Bandhan, good family entertainer, released on the Raksha Bandhan day, also flopped. And now Liger just came out. It just came out less than 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely.
A big budget movie that also flopped.
Yep. But take a step back. Why are these movies flopping? I mean, during the COVID time, people found alternative ways of entertainment. Now, people used to go to cinema every Friday. When they could not go to cinema every Friday, they were able to watch Netflix, Roku, YouTube. There are 500 channels out there.
Yep.
So now they have less interest in going out. And a lot of these movies are not attracting the type of crowd that they used to attract.
No, there are several reasons for that.
Absolutely,
and,
I'm sure.
And coming, obviously having a lot of knowledge in Bollywood, one is that they need to make better movies. Second, ticket prices are so expensive at the theaters. People cannot afford it. It's
especially
very
in these
high.
type of situations.
It's very high because stars are demanding so much money.
Absolutely.
And talk about Liger, right? The director of that movie, Liger, Puri Jagannath, is going to be returning money to some of the distributors because Puri Jagannath said he lost about 65% of his investments. So here you have stars demanding so much money. The movie stories are not that creative. Lal Singh Chadda was in making for 12 years, and it's based on Forrest Gump. Where is Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks movie, and where is Amir Khan's Lal Singh
There's no
Chadda?
comparison.
So they got to come up with a better. Even if you carbon copy it, you got to use your common sense.
It shouldn't take 12 years if you're carbon copying.
No, even if it takes 12 years, but come up with a product where people will love it.
That's worth it.
Second reason is, like you said, in reference to that, I'll say, people have gotten used to watching movies in their home theaters.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got OTT. Movie comes out, available on Amazon, Netflix, and other things right there. So people have gotten used to it.
Absolutely.
And going to the theater is not same as it used to be before because the prices are so high.
Absolutely.
And the kind of movies they're making, people are saying, if I'm going to be spending 1,000, 2,000 rupees for 2 or 4 people, right, whatever it is, might as well just stay home. So Bollywood business is taking a dip down, nose dive. Let's see what happens. A big movie is scheduled to release sometime this month. Could be September 9th or 16th. I'm not sure exactly, but it's a Brahmastra. Amitabh Bachchan and Ranbir Kapoor and Alia Bhatt's movie. Let's see what happens. Do you watch a lot of movies?
Yes.
You have to, right? To see their gold jewelry and design and
the
everything.
new designs for the
Yes.
movie. Absolutely, it makes sense.
All right. With that note, we come to an end of this show, Business Talk with AJ, right here on ITV Gold. Sushmaji, thank you so much for being here. Hope to have you again. And AJ, thank you so very much
my
for
pleasure.
your
Thank you.
valuable tips and everything else. I am Sanjeev Pandya, wishing you all very happy and a safe Labor Day weekend. Take care of yourself. Until we meet again right here on ITV Gold, stay tuned.